I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very excited for today. I want to first congratulate you by this wonderful promotion. We saw this morning of you're having an amazing following on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, it's a coincidence that we're doing this, meet today. It just hit 100K last night. So yeah, it's quite a celebration for all of us, people who love music. Yeah, it's a celebration for music.
For
Yes.
all music lovers. And I can guarantee that today we have our radio partners with us. And after this talk, we hope those numbers rise exponentially. Even
That'll
further.
be great. I would. Yeah, the whole point of social media is that there are no barriers, no boundaries anymore. You can reach out to people all over, if not personally, but via this medium. So yeah, it's a boon in disguise if we make good use of it. Yeah.
Wonderful. So if you can just allow me one moment to do an official introduction. And
Why not? Please go ahead by all means. Hey, everyone who's here, hi, hello. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, I'm having my coffee. So cheers, everyone. Cheers.
cheers, cheers. And for all individuals who are logged on and listening and have joined us, Shilpa Rao is an internationally acclaimed singer, 2020 Filmfare Award winner, Best Singer, 2014 Global Indian Music Academy Award winner, and I would call her the Queen of Melody. She's a glamorous diva with a melodious, mesmerizing voice. Shilpa Rao is the voice behind some Bollywood gems, such as Tose Naina Lage Khuda Jane, Malang, Meherban, Bulea, Man Marzia, Kalank, and of course, Ghungru, which all of you are mostly addicted to at this point in time, which has officially become a dance anthem. So Shilpa's voice depicts true emotions, which you've all heard on her YouTube channel, and sets the right feel for any song she sings. Shilpa has recently been awarded the Filmfare Award for Best Female Playback Singer, as I mentioned earlier, and the recent chart buster is Ghungru from the film War. So once again, Shilpa ji, welcome. And
Thank you.
can I begin by asking you a very interesting question? Uh,
Yes, please do. Please do.
since I've mentioned you are an award-winning, world-renowned singer, which you are, but you were raised in Jamshedpur, and tell us more about your journey from Jamshedpur to Mumbai. How did it take place? And more
Well,
about
it's actually not very dramatic or something. Jamshedpur is a small town in India. It's on the eastern side of the country. It's closer to Calcutta. A lot of people who know about India. Um, it is a small town, but it's quite a cool place because it has some of the countries or the world's best industrialists coming from. Jamshedji Tata, who built the whole Tata empire. It started from Jamshedpur, and that's why it's called Jamshedpur, because of his name, and so on and so forth. I mean, we're a Tata family. My grandfather, my parents, my uncles. I'm the only one who did not take up an occupation with the Tata family, and I moved to Bombay for music. But the support that they've constantly shown to us is so commendable, and that's what are the ideals that I have with me even now. Bombay is known for being very open-minded that way. You don't have any judgments about where you're coming from, or are you wearing chappals, or you're coming. I mean, you've come to the studio via bus, or you walked here, or you came in a swanky car. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is once you're behind the mic, how do you perform, or how do you express yourself, and your work ethic matters here. So that's something which I've learned from Bombay, and that's a very, very special what do you call it, a lesson for me, to not judge people and to just kind of meet them as human beings, one on one. And the thing that I carry back from Jamshedpur is to have a sense of community that you will progress individually only if you progress as a community. So that's something which I always believe in. Yeah.
That's absolutely wonderful. And to be honest, yes, we have seen that Jamshedpur is actually one of the most developed at this point in time, a city which is so developed, thanks
Yeah.
to Mr. Tata, and incredible.
The entire Tata family, actually. Yeah.
Yes. And it's interesting you talk about the sense of community, because that is the one thing which easily can disconnect in a major city. So having,
True.
yes,
True.
and the next question is related to this, because the journey to Mumbai. So tell us
Mhm.
a bit about what exactly, at what point did you begin this journey in music? Did you have a affiliation to it? Did you love it right from childhood?
Well, I always loved music. That that goes without saying. Also, more than singing, I have a bigger love for listening to music. So that is something which I always loved, even when I was a kid. I did not want to be a musician for most of my life. That that I will confess that I've never wanted to be a musician. I never wanted to be anything. I never thought I could be anything. I led a very what do you call it? A very uh, non-existent kind of a life. I was one in like 100 people. I would be standing somewhere there. I just try to merge with the background or something like that. I was a very disguised, camouflage kind of a person. So, but yes, I had met my teacher, my guru, Hariharanji in Bombay, and that's when everything changed, and suddenly there was something to look forward to, and he had that kind of confidence in me, which was an inspiration for me to do well. I did not want to let him down in any way possible. So I started working hard, and then started focusing on music. So yeah, there are some people who come in your life and they completely changed it. So yeah, that's what he did for me.
That's absolutely amazing, and what a mentor to have, Hariharan. Absolutely
Yeah,
incredible. So,
he's such a beautiful force, such a positive force. Yeah, he is.
so tell me, related to this, so a first performance is always dear to every artist. So
Mm-hmm.
which song do you think has that special place in your heart?
So that always is my first song, which I did with Mithun, Tose Nana, which was uh, was a very unusual first song for anyone. But I'm glad that Mithun and Manisha, the director, and Hassan Kamalji, he wrote the song. All of them, they chose me, and somehow it just came together so beautifully. And um, at that point, I still remember FM stations were just kind of setting up in Bombay, in India, and a lot of the RJs had a very free hand to play music. And that's how this album Anwar became very popular, because it wasn't a very big film, and obviously there weren't many. It wasn't promoted or something like that. But all credit to the RJs of India who played it, and like crazy that it became popular with everyone. But yeah, I owe it to the RJs at that point. Yes, I do.
That is such a beautiful song, and if you don't mind, could I please request if you can sing some of it for us?
Sure, I'll sing a couple of lines from the song. क्षमा को पिघलने का अरमान क्यों है, पतंगे को जलने का अरमान क्यों है, इसी शौक का इंतहा जिंदगी है, इसी शौक का इंतहा जिंदगी है, तो सुनैना लागे पिया सांवरे, नहीं बस में अब ये जिया सांवरे. That
Oh
was
my
my
God.
first song.
If you are to see all our faces, I believe you can see the smiles. on our faces.
I promise I'm going to see you guys in person and see you guys face to face very soon.
What,
I'm hoping for that. Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you so much. And what a beautiful first song. And to be honest with you, I remember I actually was traveling to India at that point in time. And as much as you're saying you should thank the RJs, I should also say thank you to the RJs because I was
Thank you
listening
to
to
them
this
as
song
well.
on loop and it was played consistently on air. So how wonderful. So Shilpaji, your songs have caused a frenzy amongst Bollywood fans, and not only Bollywood but world over. And you're an individual who I believe promotes peace. You must have used this skill and talent for many humanitarian causes. Can you tell us how you've used music to bind individuals?
The whole premise of music and any form of art is to bring people together. The whole uh, purpose of music is to bring people together. That's why probably they exist in this world. I know um, uh, a lot of times you don't have saviors in forms of the faith that you have, or your parents, or your friends or family. Sometimes they don't come to rescue. Sometimes you are alone, and you don't see a way out. But that's when art really pulls you back. I'm a strong believer of that, and I know music is a very uh, like a very big source of entertainment all through the world. I have to say that, but its true purpose is to actually uh, connect people, and to make them realize what true purpose of life is. You question yourself, you question your existence in this world, you question your society, you question your government, you question mankind in general. Art gives you the perfect you know way to ask these questions in a very, very beautiful form. uh, and yeah, and any form of art. I mean, even if it's someone doing a beautiful ballet, or you know a symphony, or someone who can paint something, or even architecture, anything, clothes, anything that you create, it is art, and that is what brings people together, and it will ask different questions to different people in their own way. I mean, you might hear a song and you feel differently for it. The same song I would listen to and have different connection with it. So it somehow speaks to everyone in their own way, and that is why it is very important, especially in times of crisis like we are right now. We're smack in the middle of it, and right now art is so important to connect people, and to make us realize that at the end of the day we are human beings, first things first, and we need to just care about each other. That's the only thing that will pull us through this crisis. Yeah.
That is absolutely true. And since we are talking about binding individuals with music, I've got to ask you about Coke Studio because you're
Yeah.
one of the very few artists who has actually collaborated on such magnitude all over the world, whether it's with Anushka, whether it's with Coke Studio. Tell us more about this collaboration with Coke Studio, and if you don't mind, if you could also sing a few, lines of the song you've sung for Coke Studio.
Sure. See, I'll tell you very honestly. Artists all over the world, they just want one thing. They just want to sit together and chat on a cup of coffee, or a huge meal. Trust me, we are all big foodies, and that's what we always want to do. We just want to sit on a big pile of food and eat it, and then talk about more food. That's what musicians do. And no one is exempt. Everyone is the same. So I think all of our collaborations happened on food. So Noori had come down to Delhi, and we finished the concert, and we were sitting, we were jamming, and we were singing songs to each other, and that's how uh, they thought of having me on that song Parchana. Same thing with Anushka. I was in London. We were just catching up for lunch, and then one thing led to another. We started playing music to each other, the music that we've been working on, and then yeah, she said, why don't we collaborate on something? So yeah, it all starts like, yeah, if you want to make a good friend, should meet up for food. That's the best way to make friends. Yeah, so that's how collaborations happen actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I think most of us are foodies, and we also
Yeah.
love music. But now we'd love to listen to a few lines of Parch and Adif from.
Cool. Here we go. पार चना दे दिसे कुली यार दी घड़िया घड़िया आवे घड़िया रात हनेरी नदी ठाठा मार दी अड़िए अड़िए हानी अड़िए पार चना दे दिसे कुली यार दी घड़िया घड़िया आवे घड़िया रात हनेरी नदी ठाठा मार दी अड़िए अड़िए हानी अड़िए. So that was Parchana.
After your renditions, we actually need a moment or two to absorb. It leaves us kind of speechless. You have such a mellifluous voice, and naturally, it's obvious because of the number of hours you must be doing riyaz, right? I have a follow-up question now.
Yes.
Since we talked about this situation, and this year we have faced lockdown situations across the world due to COVID.
Correct.
And it has given us time, like you have also said, to reflect and introspect. But I believe you have developed an interesting hobby of taking care of plants during this time. Tell us about your passion for environment.
So this actually would be my entire stepping out ritual, that whenever I would step out, go for a recording or anything, and I'm walking on the road, and if someone would litter, so my first instinct is like, stop that guy, listen, you can't do this, and either you pick it up and put it in a trash can, or I will. Most of them would pick it up. There would be one or two who wouldn't, so then I pick it up and put it in the trash can. It's basic, you know uh, right now that we're home, and you can just gaze out and see the beauty, when you have nothing to do, and your mind is a little more free. uh, Trust me, the only essentials that we are using are the food that we're consuming, uh, our friends and family we're regularly talking to, our health, and obviously the nature that surrounds us. You don't need more than this. I can assure you that. I know we work and we aspire to do so much in life, but um, at one point we need to ask each other, or ask ourselves actually, most importantly, is it worth uh, spoiling nature? I mean, is it worth all of this? I mean, I I I, I definitely feel that uh, we have so much. Like looking at a mango tree. I mean, you didn't plant it. I mean, you're having those mangoes, but then there was some stranger who planted it 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and you're having that. So why can't we do the same for the next generation to come? And it is our responsibility to pass it on to the next generation. I know there has been a lot of damage already done to the environment. We are running out of time, and this is the right time to clean it. If not clean it, at least don't dirty it further. I think that we should not do. We don't have the right to dirty it if we've not done anything for it. So my parents, they are very focused on growing plants. I mean, in my house there are so many of them, and trust me, it gives you such a beautiful. So right now I'm having coffee with you, uh, but actually I sit with my coffee outside with the plants, and like sit and then have a moment with them. So yeah, that's what I do. So it's quite peaceful to do that.
Thank you, Shilpaji. And interestingly, I just want to share something about Rotary with you at this point. We are actually doing some tree planting initiatives across Kenya because we have realized that we need to plant as many trees as soon as possible. And,
as soon as possible.
and Rotary International and the trustee of Rotary International, Dr. Geeta Manik, is with us on this as well. And we now have we have 6 areas of focus, but the 7th one is now environment across the world. So it's wonderful to hear that you genuinely have this passion for conservation. And now I'm going to ask you a further question. What
Yeah.
advice would you give to the youth of today regarding responsibility towards environment?
What advice do I give you? Obviously, I mean, you come to your senses, or you realize some things on your own, no matter how many times people say it. But all I would say is that anyone who is right now currently in a very conscious state with what's happening around us right now as we speak, one thing just comes very, very strongly, and it's screaming strong, saying that we need to take care of the environment. We need to take care of nature. Nature has been taking care of us all through our lives. This is the time to stop and think, for all the fluff that we have in life, for things that we don't need. I mean, when you look around in your house, a lot of things that you don't need, and you don't need to necessarily possess. But the memories that you have, and the emotions that you have, that will always last you, no matter where you go, no matter how many people you're with. So just take a moment, look outside, look at the beauty that you're surrounded with, uh, your trees, your plants, your the birds, the animals that are around you. You guys in Kenya, you are so lucky to have such beautiful wildlife, flora and fauna around you. It's paradise, and we need to protect our paradise, because you know what, we are indispensable. Even if this planet doesn't have human beings, it will still survive. We need to keep our place by taking care of the nature. So that's the only thing I would tell people, the youth, that just love nature. That's all you need to do, nothing else.
That's absolutely wonderful. You're a true ambassador for environment and peace.
I don't know, but one thing I know, that it gives us so much joy. I think we just need to give that love back. Yeah.
Correct. And since we are talking about lockdowns, and we have been calling up all of our friends and relatives on the phone, naturally, not physically meeting, and asking how they are, or kaise ho tum, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
there's
Yes.
this beautiful, beautiful song, which honestly, many of us are addicted to. Believe it or not, we are addicted, absolutely. It's kaise ho tum. Could you kindly sing for us a few lines of kaise ho tum?
Okay. Oh God, it's been a long time. I we recorded that song. कैसे हो तुम, पूछेंगे हम, कैसे है हम, पूछोगे तुम, तेरा जो हाल है मेरा वो हाल है, जाने क्यों, हो मेरा जो हाल है तेरा वो हाल है, जाने क्यों, तेरी अनकही बोल है सुने, मेरी अनकही बोलो में कहीं, कैसे हो तुम, पूछेंगे हम, कैसे हैं हम, पूछोगे तुम. So that was a really long time ago that I had recorded this song. So
Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Shilpa, when you sing it, even live, you're singing it, it actually is giving us goosebumps. It's phenomenal. Thank you.
I'm happy that you guys are all here together with beautiful smiling faces. It's great to meet all of you guys.
Thank you. Can I ask you a few more questions if you don't mind?
Sure, sure, sure.
Yes. So just out of curiosity, since we're talking about
Uh-huh.
world music, who would you say is your all-time favorite international artist?
Uh, there's so many actually. It's tough to choose one. I'm a huge fan of Sade. I'm a huge fan of Sting. I'm a huge fan of um, Beyonce.
Uh-huh.
I'm a huge fan of. So there is uh, there are a lot of these acoustic unplugged artists. Yeah, I listen to pretty much everything. So that's one thing. I don't have uh, a fixed genre that I listen to. So on my phone there are various artists from all over the world, and I pretty much listen to everyone. In fact, I had uh, the, uh, the good fortune to listen to Richard Bona when he had come to India. Oh my God, he is so good. Yeah, yeah. It was it was just pure luck that I got the ticket the last minute, and I went and heard his concert just right in front of me. He's absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
I love the fact that you're so in love with music that you really appreciate it at a level which we can hear in your voice, actually. We can hear in your voice. And I want to ask, related to your voice, now you have trained in classical music, and there are many
Yeah.
singers today, sorry to say, but there are many singers today who have not trained in classical music. So, what is
Hmm.
the advantage of this classical music training as opposed to also being a good singer but not having the classical training? And could you relate it
Well,
to also a few lines of a ghazal too?
so yeah, I mean, we always keep talking about our politicians, and a lot of them are not uh, educated for the post that they have, and it really bothers us. In the same way, if you are doing music, and this is actually one choice that my teacher had, my Guruji Hariharanji had given to me, that you can be a singer. I mean, there's no problem. There are many people who sing without learning music, but then it's your choice whether you want to be a educated singer or an uneducated singer. So it's up to you. But trust me, the music that you learn, and any form of music, it doesn't have to be that Indian classical music. It could be jazz, it could be blues, it could be R&B, it could be Western classical music, anything. The point is to learn it, and once you do learn it, it just transforms your voice, and what you can do. You have so much more room and um, vocabulary to express yourself. So yeah, it really makes a very big difference.
So, could you please tell us which is one of your favorite ghazals? I know you must have many favorites, and if you can,
Yeah, there's
a few lines.
there's so many. There's so many. There's one ghazal in particular which is my favorite, and I sung it for Edele Mushkil. Preetham was very ingenious to you know put that ghazal at the right place at the right time. So yeah, here we go. आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी बातें किया ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो. So
So beautiful. So beautiful. I think as much as we are all in awe of the manner in which you can actually sing it at the spur of the moment, the clarity and the quality of the singing, it's unbelievable. This is absolutely phenomenal. Uh,
thank you. You guys are being very, very kind. Thank you so much.
and I want to congratulate you, just coming to an end, I want to congratulate you on winning this very well-deserved Filmfare Award for your song Gungru from the soundtrack of War. And just a question on that. When you were
Mm-hmm.
recording this song, of course, you must have had a lot of high energy in the studio, but uh, did you already get that feeling? It's going to be this international chart buster that it is.
I don't know. I had no idea what the song is for and what it is. I had no idea. Most of the time, we don't know. Like for example, when I was singing Bulle, I had no idea it was for Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, it was for Aishwarya Rai. I had no idea. So most of the time, we don't get to know, and I don't even I don't ask, or I'm not very curious about it. The only thing that at that point. Uh, that goes through my mind is how to connect with the song and sing it with that commitment, because every song is very different and diverse, and the whole point is to be there for the song, uh, as as yourself. So that is one thing which, and yeah, I was enjoying myself singing it. I was inside the sound booth dancing. I was having a blast. Yeah, it is quite a fun song, so yeah, you naturally have to move with it. Yeah,
It's a very fun song, but what
it
makes it
does.
even more beautiful is actually your voice. And what I will request is, in closing, there was a request from Radio 44, our media partner for today's event,
Mm-hmm.
as well as most
Okay.
of the Rotarians in our club who have been sharing regularly the YouTube videos, because I wanted them to appreciate and understand your sound, your music, since we are a multicultural club. And if you can sing snippets of two songs without which we would feel like we lost an opportunity. One is Ghungru and one is Man Marzia.
Oh, very, very diverse songs, I have to say. But just a big thank you to all of you guys to have me here, and yeah, it was actually great to see all of you, and thank you, Ritesh, for putting all of this together. And yeah, you guys have a very, very cool, fun club. Keep at it. Cheers to that. And I'm gonna sing these two songs. I hope you like it. Goes something like this. यूं तो 16 सावन आए गए, गौर नहीं किया हमने, भीगा मन का आंगन इस मर्तबा, क्या जाने क्या किया तुमने, दिल में जागी इश्क वाली मनमर्जियाँ, मनमर्जियाँ, जिद की मारी भोली भाली मनमर्जियाँ, मनमर्जियाँ. So that's Manmarzia. It's yeah. I could see Rashmi she was putting out a translation. So it basically connects the monsoons, the rains, and love. So how both are so beautifully connected, and I think all
I'm
over the
sorry.
world it's beautifully
Yeah, yeah.
connected. Love
I'm
and
sorry,
rains.
the words are beautiful, but that is the closest I could come to it.
That's true. It's I mean, anywhere it rains, and then you suddenly think, if I were with my better half, with her or with him, and enjoy the rain. So it's about that.
Absolutely spectacular. And also the final request was Ghungru.
Awesome. So, we don't do this song just sitting.
No.
Generally, I mean, it'll be nice to kind of clap with it. Everyone, come on. Can we all do that?
Yeah.
You can, right?
Yes, we can.
You're free to stand up and dance if you want.
Okay.
Nobody, I mean, who knows? You're in your own home. I mean, yeah, who cares? So, yeah, why not just kind of make use and do it right in the middle of the afternoon? Why not? Right?
Why not?
Okay, so everyone, here go. 1, 2, 3. Everyone, come on.
Need to unmute everyone. I think we muted everyone.
खराब करे आगती बेहिसाब करे दो पल की जो नींद उड़ी आ पूरे सारे ख्वाब करे क्या कर दे हैं उम्रों के वादे ये जो रहते हैं आधे दो बार नहीं एक बार सही एक रात की कर ले तू यारी सुबह तक मान के मेरी बात तू ऐसे जोर से नाची आज के घुंघरू टूट गए के घुंघरू टूट गए छोड़ के सारे शर्म और लाज मैं ऐसे जोर से नाची आज के घुंघरू टूट गए के घुंघरू टूट गए हो
What a beautiful song.
Super guys, that was so much fun to sing this with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shilpa ji.
Wow.
And now I'd like to request our club's past president Darcy to kindly say a vote of thanks to you.
Thank you, Ritesh. This was another ambush like the last Friday one. I would like to thank our guest, Shilpa Rao, for sparing the time and get to know a little more the person behind that melodious voice that we hear. It was awesome, and her concern for nature, about our club's interest in planting trees. I think maybe she talked about planting mango trees. I did them last week. I planted them in my garden. And our late Kanu Devani, he had a dream that we should plant some trees in schools, so the kids can benefit from the fruits of those trees. So maybe the club should think about that. And I would also like to thank our media partner, Radio 44. This is Ruzaik at his best again. I have known Ruzaik for 15, 20 years, and his newspaper and now back to media and all, keep it up. And I would like to thank Asian Foundation for the wonderful work they do. And finally, she talked about the community, and Rotary does everything it does in the communities. So I think we have a common thing. So when the new normal comes, maybe Ritesh, you can arrange to invite her here and she can plant some trees for us. Thank you so very much, Shilpa
Got it,
Rao.
sir. You got it.
Yep. God bless.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That was very sweet of you. Thank you, everybody. It's so beautiful to see all you pretty faces. Everyone smiling here. It's such a comforting thing that no matter how tough the times are, we are still together. And stay safe. Take care of yourself and take care of your family. And I hope to meet you all soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ritesh, for introducing all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa ji. And just one final individual who has to say a
Yes.
thank you is Radio 44.
Thank you so much. You guys play our music so much that we have people who already know my song. So it's all thanks to you, and hope to meet you all in person soon.
Actually, I also want them to thank you.
Oh, you want to thank me? Oh,
I want them to thank
no,
you
no,
as well.
no problem. No problem whatsoever.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you, and
Huh?
we could see from your voice that you have a beautiful voice. A lot of the artists, like they mentioned, always have backup singers, and they do all kinds of stuff behind the scenes in the studio. You have an amazing voice, and we're an audio visual station, so I don't think there's any other Bollywood audio visual station in the world. We're the first ones, so we actually play the videos of all your songs as well. So we're hoping in the future, we're 2 months old, so early days for us. But hopefully in the future, we'll have the privilege and honor of having a concert and having you in Kenya live with us, and Radio 44 can host you.
That would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Looking forward.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Shilpa.
Thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great year. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. We had a wonderful speaker with us today, and I hope everyone who tuned in appreciated the fact that she also sang for us some of the beautiful melodies. And I hope that has livened up your week further. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ritesh.
Thank you so much, President Ritesh. That was really wonderful. It's amazing to have brought forward a Bollywood, genuine new sort of voice that is emblematic of what's happening in India, actually. Indian youth are very natural, they're very real, they're very together, they're very aware of everything around them. And so it's inspiring to see and something that, we should share with India and Kenya, because it will inspire our youth here as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for that.
And I also would like Ambassador Dr. Josephine. This is still live on YouTube and recording, and Shilpa will catch up with the video as well later on. If you can also share with us some of your insights. I think you tuned in whilst the talk was going on.
Thank you so much. I want to echo everybody's sentiment that it was truly amazing to listen to Shilpa, not just because of the beauty of her voice, but also because of the beauty of her spirit. She's spoken to us about the environment, she's spoken about social and cultural integration, and even helped us to think about the integration of our communities, and in particular in Kenya. I want to just say a quick word about being a Foreign Service envoy and culture and music. Many times culture and music does bring countries together. And at the General Assembly, music has been used to discuss the sustainable development goals and even to discuss specific issues around peace and peacekeeping. Today, President Ritesh, I wasn't able to deputize you. I'm with my family. We've come to say farewell to my youngest sister, Sanda, as she embarks on a new career at the United Nations. And because I'm here with my mom, I would just ask her to say a quick hello to you before I leave. Please, Mom.
Hello, you great people.
How are you?
Very well. That was a wonderful meeting, and we loved that music.
We
Singer.
are so honored you have joined us.
Oh, this was so beautiful, such a time. Yes. I was very happy to just come in at the right time and listen to her music, her singing, her voice, and her warm personality as well. And to all of you, good luck.
Thank you so much. We are so honored. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you, President Ritesh. Thank you, President Ritesh. The rest of the family is here, but we are quite a big crowd. So I think that message says it all from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And today's SAA collection is still ongoing, but I think today was a very different meeting, so we will not end it in the usual rotary manner. I'll just close the meeting. Thank you all for attending, and we are free to stay back and communicate further if you wish.
Thank you, Ritesh. Thank you for bringing this lovely lady. She was quite marvelous and introduced me to a lot of songs I had never heard before. It was a privilege to be here and to be with our club members, who I miss so much being here in the US. I hope to see you all soon in person.
Thank you so much. And I would also like, at this point in time, since Mrs. Saroj Lakhani is with us, thank you so much for being with us. We are so happy to see you online with us, and we hope you had a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you. Enjoyed. Thank you very much inviting us. Okay.
Thank you so much. And yes, now I will request Susan, if Chu is with us. Susan and Chu, if you can say something.
Thanks, President Ritesh. What a lovely session. We were just singing along, not knowing the words, but that's the thing with music. It just unifies us even without knowing what you're listening to. And it was so nice to listen to such an amazing artist share that, but also her passion for the environment, which we're very excited about. I mean, with astronomy, it's all about looking out, but with the hope that we all look back within our own home and appreciate our planet. And it's so nice to see, people getting very excited with a huge platform and trying to encourage generations to, take care of our home. I think Chu has more to say. He's lived in India, but I'll let him talk about it.
Yeah, for a little while. I was working in Bollywood, in fact, in a recording studio where they were mixing a lot of the music that was being done for the films. And it just took me right back there. And I think there was your previous guest, who I think might have gone now, just with the Rotary Club of Chennai, or Madras, as it used to be called. It just brought me right back there. And, I can picture all the mixing stuff that we were doing at the time. And, you sometimes isolate those songs. And someone else said it here as well, like, the quality of her voice, and she there's no tampering that's going on there. It's just pure and beautiful, perfectly in pitch, and it was a joy to listen to. So yeah, thank you for getting her on, and glad to have been able to be part of it.
Thank you for being here. I was just telling Susan earlier that this is a musical meeting, and the last musical meeting we had was at Asmara, when you played for us the beautiful music.
Yeah, quite a different feel, I think. But yeah, music is a global thing, and lots of different tastes from all over the place. I mean, it's interesting that the studio that I worked at had just done Lagan. I don't know if you know that one.
Of course.
And it was a long time ago. And Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham was another one that they just they'd got awards for doing it. We were working on that at the time, on Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. So I did a little bit of working on that.
What? Okay.
In fact, I was, because I had a British passport, I was given the film to take from Chennai to London to get the film classification approval by the British Film Board. So, because I already had the visa, they didn't have to pay for anyone else to have a visa because I'm British, So they were like, "You're taking this," and it was really heavy, like 6 big cans of film. Anyway, it was good.
Very long. That was quite a long movie to watch, in duration.
Long one. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And let's see, who else can I ask a question at this point in time? Yes, we have Dr. Margareta. You've written some wonderful comments.
Well, it's not so easy to write from here, but what a privilege. This girl, I agree with what Chu and Susan were saying. Her perfect pitch, that she was so spontaneous and so generous with her music. I was really impressed with that. I mean, we waited a long time for her, but it was worth it, because she has so much to offer. So thank you so much for inviting her.